Hey, welcome in everyone to the Game or Die channel. My name is Ryan Moore, and today we're checking out Wreckreation. Wreckreation is a game developed by Three Fields Entertainment and published by THQ Nordic. It's $40 and it came out today, and this game is from the developers of Dangerous Golf and the Danger Zone games. Now, if you don't know the history behind the studio, they are basically the original creators or some of the original creators from Criterion who created the Burnout series. And I love Burnout. Burnout is one of my favorite racing franchises of all time, probably my favorite of all time. And I've talked about it on the podcast and on the streams plenty of times, but they came out with a new game called Wreckreation, and this is a lot more interesting and very online focused, so what it seems. But I haven't really paid much attention to the lead up to it because I want to dive in kind of, blind like I normally do. So we're going to check this game out today. So let's get started checking it out. All right, so we just dropped into this game and we're off to a start. We're floating in the air, it looks like, over possibly... Whoa. Okay. I did not mean to go on two wheels there, but... yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on screen right now at the bottom corner. You can't really see it because of the overlay, but there is kind of a title crawl of information going on, telling me kind of the tutorial stuff. So I've got accelerate and boost. Accelerate is on the right trigger, and boost is on A. And that's some lady in my ear talking to me. Obviously, brake is going to be on the left trigger. And a little bit of air control. So this is basically a platformer, right? Okay, it's telling me to turn, so we're going to brake and do a little bit of a drift.
With a well-timed slam or shunt.
Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Maybe. Oh, okay, cool. But this seems like it's going to be a little bit of Burnout with some creativity, a lot of like user-created tracks and things like that. We'll see, though. So far, pretty straightforward. We got a lot of jumps and turns and a little bit of a loop there. But yeah, we're basically using our turbo boost, which is Burnout mode. And man, if this is anything like Burnout, I'm so excited. If it's not, which it always could be, I'm pretty wary of a lot of indie games at this point. And one of the things that I've always talked about with indie games and why I'm a little bit wary of them is because most just try to recreate... Oh, well, shoot, I just crashed. It did not like me talking bad about it. There's a little bit of frame hiccup, a little tiny bit. I'm running on a really, really nice rig, so I shouldn't have too many. But again, with modern games nowadays, you're just going to have some issues.
Oh, nice job. You just completed your first recreation
I got first place.
Race.
Who would have thunk?
Complete an event, you'll earn points for your driver's license.
Look at that. This is totally Burnout, right?
Look out for event and discovery icons.
We got our driver's license that we're leveling up.
Events. Discovery icons unlock live mixed pieces.
She's got to talk. She's got to do her whole spiel. So, okay, what's going on here? Shoot. It just dropped me into, I guess, an open world stunt course? Stunt park? What is this? Basically a Rush 2? Okay, so we do have a reverse. The car model looks nice. Look at this. No driver inside, though. Every game, I mean, we're in 2025. We're at the tail end of 2025. Every car in every video game should have a driver in it. And one of the cool things I like about the Flat Out series is you have your driver in the car, and then when you crash, your driver goes flying out. It's always been just hilarious. So we've got some loop-de-loops. We got looks like a slalom course.
So you found a new event on your map. Now all you gotta do is approach it and hold the brake and the accelerator down together.
Brake and accelerator. Okay, so this is Burnout Paradise, basically. Sunset Sprint.
This is a race. Taking down other racers will help you get ahead.
Okay.
Finishing first will earn you the
do
maximum
that.
license points.
Yellow and green. Just a reverse, a reverse light, right? So at the bottom it says, drive dangerously and aggressively to earn boosts. Maximize license points. So again, you're applying Burnout style driving. So driving on the wrong side of the road earns boost. Slamming into other cars and, you know, knocking them out of place or knocking them into other vehicles are going to earn boost. It's called shunting. There we go. So we got a takedown. You shunt them into something, and if you take them down, you earn more boost. So yeah, this is basically Burnout. Cool. I was not really expecting this much Burnout from them, but hey, awesome. Because again, I love the Burnout series. The sense of speed so far is incredible. I feel like I'm going a million miles per hour. Remember, this is the very, very beginning of the game. First race. It's gonna be easy. And that's one of the things that I really feel like a lot of games need to tighten up a little bit. These games are developed for people who have been playing video games their entire lives. People in their 40s like me. And when you get a game, and every game is like this, where there's a massive amount of tutorial, we don't need that. We've been playing games for 35, 40 years, you know? So I don't need to have tutorials just shoved in my face. Press the right trigger to accelerate. Press the A button to boost. Like, we already know that instinctively. We got a live mix
Welcome
unlocked.
to live mix.
I do like
Use
the
DJ menu
checkpoint
to see
being
which live
broken
mix
up
pieces
and
you've
blowing
unlocked,
up like
and
that
follow the
as I
on-screen
drive through it. That's
instructions
pretty
to
cool.
Place, rotate, and modify the pieces. Why not start by putting down
I'm
a
sorry.
ramp and a hoop?
Press the right thumbstick to eject. What is this? Okay, so we got a ramp. So we got a camera, which is kind of cool. We got game DJ. Oh, okay. So let's try and do a little bit of a ramp right there. And we'll back out. So if we turn around, we've placed a ramp in the stage. That's kind of cool.
Pull the handbrake anytime to change direction fast.
There we go.
Grab some
All right,
extra
handbrake is
recreation
X.
points for pulling away in one smooth
Heart
motion.
attack. Climb. I like that the wording is in the world. That's pretty fun. Climb Heartbreak Peak to get to the top of the observation tower. Offline limit 150. All right. Start heart attack. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. All right, so just get from point A to point B as fast as possible. Time trial, basically. All right. And going. And we got the gates just like in Burnout Paradise. I could use the camera. Ooh. Did I miss a checkpoint? Where am I going? I don't know where the checkpoint is. We got slow motion impact time as well. I think I went the wrong way. Oh no, we're supposed to go this way. We are supposed to go this way. The checkpoint is up there. Man, I did not think I was going to be climbing a mountain immediately. Oh, okay. Not off to the best start in the world. That's okay. This one's weird because it's taking you along places that you don't think you would be going through, like up in the high mountains and stuff. There is a little bit of pop-in. You can see the line of foliage and textures popping in as I'm driving forward. That's, I'm sure, a little bit of, number one, graphical settings. I'm sure I can change the graphic settings a little bit. We'll take a look at that in a little bit here. Once we kind of play a little bit more of the game, and then we'll jump into the graphic settings. All right, got a crash. I am going to say I'm not super blown away by the crashing so far. It feels kind of stiff. With Burnout, man, they just made crashing so inherently fun. This really... Oh, I failed. Okay. This feels like it's not fun, and it's more of an obstruction. Like I shouldn't be doing it. It's not supposed to happen. Like, of course, while you're in a car driving and racing, that shouldn't happen. Crashing shouldn't happen. But this is the Burnout guys, right? Crashing, wow. I just like kind of flew over that. That looked like I was, well, that one's good. There we go. You're gonna see how long this goes for? Oh my gosh. Oh, that poor man, if he was in the car, it's just a sentient car, so who cares, right? Okay, this is going for a while. Wow. All right, I crashed. Look at those grass textures. Yeah, baby. Let's reset. All right. Oh, reset, like just try it again. Crazy. I didn't mean to crash again. We'll see how long this takes. No? Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, that's my license plate. So let's kind of see what the world looks like here. One of the things that I originally felt wary of when looking at this game when it first was announced, it was like, hey, this is a big multiplayer game where you're going to drop a bunch of ramps and people are just going to be creating things in front of you and you're just going to have to deal with all those obstacles. I don't want that, really. I'm not into the multiplayer aspect of games, especially when you're dealing with people who just want to creep you the entire time. Just make the game more miserable. That's never been fun for me. So I'm kind of not wanting that experience, but right now, I mean, this is launch day. This is just a couple hours after launch, and I haven't seen a single other, person, barely any cars on the road. So who knows? Who knows what that's actually going to look like? And this is the one thing also with the Burnout. Oh, there was a ramp. Let's try that. Let's try and see if we can get a ramp to go. Hold on, before we do that.
When you unlock a new car, you can find it in a parking lot. Parking lots are marked on your map as you discover them. You can
when you unlock a new car, you can find it in the parking lot.
Once you're there, follow the on-screen prompt to switch to a new vehicle.
Okay, so I gotta find a car first. That's a cop. I just ran into him. Or no, that wasn't a cop. He was just flashing his lights saying, hey, get out of the way. And we ruined his life. A little bit of boost. Let's see if we can get this billboard. And we just sailed right over it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not feeling the music so much. It's kind of a little bit atmospheric and airy, and I don't really want that. I want rockin' tunes. Obviously, with an indie studio at this point, you're not going to get those licensed soundtracks like EA was really good at in the early 2000s and mid-2000s. Like, look at any EA game back at that point, and man, they had incredible soundtracks. I remember Burnout Revenge had CKY in it. It's just like, yeah, CKY. But this feels fairly empty in a sense, and I really want to be able to just get into races, but you got to go find them, and that was always the thing with Burnout. I kind of hated finding the fun. It should be presented to you at all times. I can pop the doors open? Okay. Why would you do that? What's the point of that? We're not on the main road, though, so who knows? Liquid oil, what is this?
Drive through any gas station to refill your boost and repair your vehicle.
Okay, so gas station fills up my boost and
gas stations are added to
also
your map
fixes
as you
my
discover.
car. Cool. So we're just driving around. Let's take a look at the map really quick. Let's pull out here. So these are all things. That was a checkpoint. That was a stunt track. So if we continue, what is this? Road rage on Brook Farms. Okay, let's make that a waypoint. If we can. So we just turn around. We'll be fine. We should be able to find it pretty quickly. Yeah, it's okay so far. It looks nice. It definitely looks and feels like a Burnout game. Just a little bit more rigid. A little bit more strict and rigid than the original Burnout games. The other ones, they just felt a little bit more playful in a way. I know that's kind of a little bit weird to say, but it's totally true. Yeah. Okay. So where do we get this thing? It's like right here. Yeah, right there. All right. Rec limit 3.
Hit the takedown target before time runs out.
Okay, so yeah, this is just straight up takedown mode.
Every takedown earns you a time bonus.
So I'm just gonna go try and get this guy. The generic music is definitely not helping. This is just such a wrong tone. Like the subway sub shack stand-in. It's a great. Okay, so you can't. So shunting in the other games were where you run into the back of a car and you propel them forward and you don't crash. But I've just crashed twice by running into the back of a car going the same way. Another time you cannot shunt in this game, so it definitely causes a little bit more of an issue. I got none. I couldn't even catch up to the guy. Let's retry it. And the other guys kind of just booked it the other way.
Hit the takedown target before time runs out, or your car is destroyed to earn maximum license points. Every takedown.
Yeah, they just kind of like totally. Oh, God. They totally ran away. I couldn't find them. So they're pretty far forward at this point. Yeah, they need to add shunting. That just causes so much of an issue. And it's kind of a bummer, too, when you have a lot of these older games that had so many advanced techniques that you grew up with and you're very accustomed to. And they just removed those. And now you have to play it like it was the original first game that didn't have any of those additions. It's just kind of weird. It's like going back to Halo 1 and not being able to dual wield, right?
When
like,
your car is damaged, you risk crashing out of the event.
I have to get away from cars. It's easier to avoid oncoming traffic than it is going the same way. Let's try it again.
Here's a road rage. Hit the takedown target before time runs out, or your car is destroyed to earn maximum license points. Every
need to get someone.
Earns you a time bonus.
Gosh. Why am I having such a hard time with this, man? And they're so far forward. You crash twice, you're done. I am continually crashing. That is 100% my fault. Let's see if we can get on the other side. Fast. Get some of that boost. See, I see them. Yeah, the control is kind of squirrely. See, I got shunted and then taken down. So he ran into the back of me and I got shunted. Oh no. I am just doing terrible. I usually was pretty good at this. the takedown events. I can't get one. I am a learner, though. Maybe I'm trying to go too much too quickly, right? I'm in like a more advanced area.
Hit the takedown target before time runs out, or your car is destroyed to earn maximum license points. Every takedown earns you.
Wow, dude, those are pretty aggressive guys. Dude. And yeah, like the crashes, like the impact time is just so instantaneous. Like you crash and then it's kind of stopped. It just feels very tight and rigid. They need to loosen up everything just a little bit. The control, like I feel like I can barely turn while boosting. So I'm not boosting anymore, now I'm boosting. Like you normally just hold down. Whoa! What was all that? Yeah, I can't get one car, man. And by the time I catch up, like, there we go. So close. See, this part's fun. When I didn't get it. I got one takedown though, so that's good. We'll retry one more time.
This is a road rage. Hit the takedown target before time runs out, or your car is destroyed to earn maximum license.
There we go. We already got one immediately. Excellent. That's what I was looking for. There it is. Now I'm starting to get the hang of it, right? You avoided me at the last second. Close. But dude, yeah. So another one of the bigger issues with games like this is rubber banding. I hate rubber banding in games, but you kind of have to have it in certain things like this. It's weird that those characters are just so far forward. I haven't crashed, and they're just so far away from me. I'm holding down the boost to catch up with them, and I can barely catch up with them. Yeah, double takedown. I'll take it. Oh, I should have gotten points for that. I ran him into that truck. All right, continue on. Catch up to the new guys. At least, oh crap. At least I got that. I got the minimum amount of 3. Let's try and catch up. See, like you're trying to play catch up most of the time limit that you have. By the time you get it, you just have like a split second to actually take down your enemy. It's weird. Like, they don't allow for that continuous crashing. Again, it is the very beginning, but hey, we got it. Target missed. What? You know what? We're gonna skip it. We're gonna just exit out and try something else, because I don't want to spend more time on this. Okay, let's try one more thing. Got a gas station. Yeah, having the map a fog of war like this, again, that's really rough to do because set fire to the ring, bring your heart medicine. So this is a race, it looks like. So got a waypoint. Back. That looked like I warped through the barrier there. That was kind of weird. Oh, that shouldn't have been a crash. Come on. See, again, like that's such a rigid thing that you should not have a big crash like that when I was just kind of going fairly slow for this game. The realism. I think the realism is just like heightened to the point where it just needs to be lower. Make it goofy fun. When you get a game like this, it's designed to be goofy and fun. You're going 1,000 miles per hour, right? Oh, there's something up there. Let's see what that is. Didn't get it because I didn't have enough speed. We'll try it one more time. Hey, we got the time right. And I was just thinking this as I was driving through that grass field. It definitely, obviously, doesn't have the polish of something like my Mix Discovery, personalized or personalizable billboard.
Look out for these all over your Mix world. Some you can just drive up to. Others will need a bit more thought.
Let's try this. Wall skis
This is a race. Taking down other racers will help you get ahead.
Straight drag race from one end of Glen Ross to the other. Bring a fast car and you'll bag all the points. No trouble. We're on the wrong side of the road, so that's good. Getting a little bit of that oncoming traffic bonus and boosting. Yeah, this is a straight up drag race, so just go fast. I think I won. As long as I don't crash. It was a good near miss. I love it. Okay. Keep going. 75% roughly. Got a checkpoint. And our finish, yeah. Boom. Boom, baby.
That win was all you needed to upgrade your recreation license.
Class K. Yeehaw. Woohoo.
Whoa, you've been awarded the Kurosawa
Hey,
Dragon.
nice.
Your
The
very first
Kurosawa
car
Dragon.
from the race class.
Kurosawa.
With a top speed of 182 miles per hour and great acceleration, this should get you straight up to speed for your next race event.
So I can unlock that by turning around. That was Set Fire to the Rain. That was the one we were going to do anyway. So let's turn around, get our new car, and then try that next race. I like the information. I know my screen is kind of covering it up a little bit, but I like the allowance of like, hey, here's the time in the game, and here's see, I shouldn't have crashed there. Come on. Really? Like, I know I can drive away. Okay. Yeah. Give me my car. Sweet. Hopefully this is a little bit faster.
It's race time. Driving dangerously and aggressively will
It tells you the
most
weather
points.
and the
Be
time
first
limits
over
and
the
all that.
finish line
I
to
like
earn
the little
maximum license
additional
points.
stuff on screen. Those pieces of information that we never got when we were kids playing original older video games, where screen real estate was at a commodity. Okay, this definitely feels a little bit faster. Okay. Got a little bit of vocals in the soundtrack now, not just that airy, It felt like meditation music. And, every once in a while, in the correct setting, that's totally fine. Some birds and some wind and chimes and things like that. But when you're in a racing game where you're crashing and twisted metal is happening all over and flames, you don't want that. You don't want a Zen experience type of music. Ooh, that's a little bit of a S-turn. I like it. I haven't played a game like this in a while, so it does take a little bit of getting used to, especially with the Burnout Paradise architecture. Like, the groundwork of Burnout Paradise just kind of bothered me. I never really was a big Burnout Paradise fan. Because I came from Burnout 1, 2, 3, and Revenge, And then when they went to Paradise, it just felt way too open-ended for what that series was. But they branched out, and you can't fault them for trying to branch out and create something a little bit different. It just wasn't really my cup of tea. Which is a bummer because I love the Burnout series, but I just think the open world just, oh wow, he really wrecked me. Jeez. Okay, guys. Just gotta get him. See, I have a hard time like kind of maneuvering my car more in this. It just, the controls feel too tight. I like the scraping. All those sound effects sound pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the D-pad can open up photo mode and things like that. Here we go. Give me that hand brake. Which, wow! A little bit too much hand brake. And the aftertouch, you know, you were able to slide around and move around way more freely in Burnout compared to this so far. I love those checkpoints though, man. Those just look so cool. Yeah, the handbrake is tough. Come on, baby. See, that's what I'm talking about by the rubber banding. Where I'm boosting, I'm going fast as possible, and they're just pulling away from me like I'm nothing. And it's there to create, you know, tension. I got run over. Out of gas. Do I actually have a gas gauge? Ooh, that was a good avoidance. Listen, third. Yeah, we're doing okay. Doing okay. But what I always say with racing games and rubber banding, even sports games like NBA Jam, things like that, when you get rubber banding, it just creates such a false sense of accomplishment. I've never liked it. Hey, third place, I'll take it. I've never liked rubber banding because it always makes me feel like the game is telling me how good I am. It's never based on skill. It's based on making sure you can just keep up with what the computer is going to be doing. No matter how good you drive, if the rubber banding is set to be, you know, a certain way, you're always going to be in first or, you know, second, you know, depending on who's setting. I've never liked that. There's another parking lot. It does feel nice that there's a lot of variety so far, like just these things kind of strewn throughout the entire game. A little bit of a better...
Here you can see which roads and events you've discovered. It also shows you the position.
Okay, so right thumbstick just says, all right, we're putting ramps down and stuff like that. I don't like that. It doesn't look like I can do different views. Mix the traffic, mix the time, mix my car. Let's mix my car. Customize car? Ah, okay. That's cool. Ooh, look at that. I like the blue. I like that two-tone. Ooh, the wheels. Oh, dude, this is pretty cool. I like the customization, man. The tint of the windows and the flames. Give me some purple flame. Brake lights. It's a bad angle. Same thing with the license plate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Different engine noises, different locations. Okay. Right. Hey, look at that. Now my car looks totally different. That's cool. That's super unique. I like that. Okay, we can't jump guardrails, though.
From the map, you can find out how you're shaping up in the game by pressing down on the D-pad to access your stats.
Okay, stats. Down on the D. Oh, here, let's see. Come on, come on. There we go. I just saw radio. Let's do DOS house. And then back. Photo mode, online, mix my car, mix the traffic, weather, personalize my game. Rename myself, the world, the roads. That's kind of cool. Lots of personalization. So one of the things that I like talking about is with in-game settings, especially with modern, games where they're using one of two engines, the epic setting is usually more future-proofing. Like saying, when you have the next generation of cards, you're going to be able to run it on epic. Most of the time, when you try and set visual settings to epic or the ultra highest, you usually get into where the game can't render properly, it struggles, and you get frame drops and stuttering. So I always try to run it, if it's a brand new game, I run it on high or very high, but epic is usually like setting yourself up for some visual issues. So I always try to tell people, unless you have like a 5090, which is the highest end card at this point, don't run it on epic. I have a 5080. And it runs pretty much everything perfectly smooth. But when you're doing it with a lot of modern games, especially indie games where they don't have the resources to do a lot of that extra polish, don't run epic. It's just not worth it. You're setting yourself up for failure. Right, let's see if we can find one more race. One more race. Give me one second. I crashed, so that's fun. But we can drive away.
Any billboards you've discovered are marked on your map. There are 3 different types of billboards to collect in Wreckreation. Green
Again,
ad
I don't
breaks,
need that
red
tutorial.
promo stunts, and orange
There should just be an option saying,
Smash
I
all
know
the
how to play
billboards
video
of each
games.
type
I've played the
to earn
Burnout
full
series
rewards.
before. Please leave me alone. What was it? DJ Atomic from the Burnout series? I love that DJ. That was a great DJ. We're just gonna, oh man. That could have been more epic. Can I drive away? I can. I'll take it. Oh man, poor car. And yeah, I'm dead. Some pretty rough views there. That really doesn't help. There should be you just need to get back on the road setting. Yeah, I'll drive away. I'll drive away from that. Like, the world doesn't need to be this big with this stuff right now. I should have just stuck to the road. Hey, there's the road. Hey, we made it. Look at that. All right. Give me one more race, baby. We got a gas station, so we can kind of fix ourselves.
Gas stations are smaller parking lots where your most driven and newest vehicles can be found.
Here we go.
Head to a bigger
Opportunity
park.
knocks.
It's race time. Driving dangerously and aggressively will earn you the most boost. Be first over the finish line to earn maximum license points.
Okay. I think I can make that happen. Me and the captain can make it happen. Again, like, this is not the music for this game. It needs to be like metal and heavy rock. Like, why am I listening to disco? If there was themed levels in areas where you're like in San Francisco in the 70s, like, yeah, oh, okay, I'll take some disco in my racing game. And I love disco. I'll say that right now. I've always enjoyed disco. I used to do disco Saturday nights. But, man, not for this game. This just, it's such a weird, and it's not anachronistic, but it's a weird distortion of what the game's meaning should be. Like, it's trying to evoke a really, crazy experience, and disco is not that. Disco is fun, freewheeling. Oh my gosh. See, the cars don't crumple too. Like, when I hit head on with a car like that in a Burnout game, your car immediately slows down, like instantaneously, super slow motion, and you're watching that car get crinkled. Yeah, there we go. Drive right past it. Yeah, that felt good. Just like this, like, ultra generic poppy techno, it's just not doing it for me, man. But the game itself, like, everything about what this game is, feels very competent. But you don't want that from industry veterans. You don't want just competent or recreations, no pun intended, of
Sweet.
the game itself. You want something new and exciting, but similar feeling. And that's kind of not what this game is showing me. It's just really kind of, here's Burnout Paradise in the forest. And it's just, it doesn't feel as good. Yeah. I think I've had my fill for now. So that was Wreckreation. It is a new game, and like with everything nowadays, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to get to the point where it's supposed to be. And this feels, it doesn't feel undercooked or anything like that. It just feels like it is just not fully polished yet. There's very strict, rigid feeling to the controls that aren't that way from 20 years ago, right? When the Burnout series was in its prime. This feels very much like Burnout 2 versus Paradise. Paradise, again, I'm not a big fan of Burnout Paradise, and that's basically what this game is. It's Burnout Paradise in a modern setting with modern controls and, just modern stuff. I didn't really see a whole lot of multiplayer stuff, which is kind of what they were amping up in the pre-release when they first originally announced it. But like I said, I haven't really focused too much on that. So from what I've played so far, it feels good, but it definitely, I don't think, feels $40 good. Instead, I would say this is a good $20 game, maybe $30, and they need a little bit more finessing of what the DNA of Burnout actually is, which is crazy fast, which they've got, fanatical, racing AI, which it seems like there's a little bit of, but I'm not getting pushed around or shunted as much as I should be, especially for the amount that I played. I feel, especially with those road rage events, you should be just bashing people left and right for like 5 minutes straight. But the timer felt like it was like, here's 30 seconds, do the best you can. Up, you failed, do it again. Up, you failed, do it again. Up, you failed, do it again. It just really felt like it was like not what I'm looking for. I could go back to Burnout Revenge and have a better time. Now, Burnout Revenge is actually my favorite Burnout game of all of this series. I used to say 3, but after playing Revenge again after, like 15 years, I went, oh, it takes what 3 did and just improves upon it. I think they backstepped with Burnout Paradise because of the open world and just taking forever to find a race. Like, I don't want to drive around for 5 minutes trying to find a race. I want to be able to pull it up from the menu and be able to just drop in, drop out, drop in, drop out. You know, that's the type of stuff. The open world does nothing for racing games, usually. I've never been a big fan of open world racing games because you're just driving around aimlessly, and that's not the fun of a racing game. It's racing. Very little exploring is fun unless you're inside the race or able to do shortcuts and things like that. Where, you know, San Francisco Rush is like a perfect example of that. So, sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant there, but I'm having fun with it. I just need a little bit more time with this game, and I think that'll be very, very fun. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you do all the stuff and check out the next video because we're going to be playing something new. All right, see you then.